Tonight, there are growing signs of dissension in the ranks of the inner circle surrounding Russian dictator Vladimir Putin. The Kremlin is confirming today that Anatoly Chubais, the man you see here next to Putin, has stepped down from his role as Moscow's climate envoy, making him the highest-ranking official to break with Putin over the invasion of Ukraine. Multiple outlets are now reporting that he has left the country and is now in Turkey. In the 1990s, Chubais oversaw the privatization of the Soviet economy and even reportedly helped Putin get his first Kremlin job in the mid-1990s. Today, Bloomberg reports that Russia's highly regarded central bank governor, Elvira Nabiullina, sought to resign after Vladimir Putin ordered an invasion of Ukraine, only to be told by the president to stay, according to four people with knowledge of the discussions. Bloomberg reports that sources say her stepping down now would have been seen as a betrayal by Vladimir Putin. Joining us now is Andrei Soldatov. He is a Russian investigative journalist and expert on the Russian state's intelligence apparatus. He is the author of The Compatriots, the Brutal and Chaotic History of Russia's Exiles, Emigres, and Agents Abroad. What is your reading of what is happening around Vladimir Putin with his closest advisors?
Well, I see a lot of confusion. Lots of people in the Russian elites and the financial sector and also in the security services, they feel really unhappy with the way the war is going, and they blame one person, Vladimir Putin, because it looks like not a lot of people were briefed about his plan to invade Ukraine, well, in the way he did.
And who is Vladimir Putin blaming for what is happening in Ukraine?
Well, it's quite interesting because right now he's, in a month, he attacked 3 intelligence agencies in a row. He started with war by humiliating the chief of his foreign intelligence agency, and he did that publicly at the meeting of the Security Council. 2 weeks later, he attacked the FSB for, say, bad intelligence about the situation in Ukraine, political situation in Ukraine, and he placed 2 generals under house arrest. A week later, he got deputy head of the National Guard, and these troops are involved in a fighting in Ukraine right now, forced him into retirement. So it looks like right now, Vladimir Putin decided to attack his own people he always trusted the most, the security services and, the National Guard.
The New York Times is reporting this about the defense minister. Even Russia's defense minister, Sergei Shoigu, who vacations with Mr. Putin and has been spoken of as a potential presidential successor, has suffered a loss of standing. Mr. Shoigu has not been shown meeting with Mr. Putin in person since February 22nd, when he and his top military commander, General Valery Gerasimov, sat at the end of a long table as Mr. Putin, on the opposite end, ordered them to place Russia's nuclear forces at a higher level of readiness. What is your interpretation of that?
Yes, there is some mystery about Sergei Shoigu right now, and the official version is that he is having some heart problems, but usually he is a very fit guy and a really healthy guy, so nobody actually buying this version. Well, there are some rumors that probably Putin is thinking of replacing him, but here is the problem. Shoigu, he is the second most popular politician in the country, and in the past he got rid of popular generals. So to find a replacement for Sergei Shoigu right now, to find some popular general, is a big problem.
What is your reading of the intelligence that Vladimir Putin had before the invasion? Was he given incorrect intelligence about what to expect in Ukraine?
Well, here we have a problem. Yes, the intelligence was not entirely correct, because what they predicted a complete collapse of the Ukrainian state and the military in a day, maybe 2. But the problem here is that Vladimir Putin himself, as we all know, is a former intelligence officer. So he believes that he knows better than everybody else what is going on in Ukraine. And to challenge him and to give him something he doesn't like or doesn't want to hear would be really risky, especially because we've been living in a climate of repressions for the last 7 years, and Putin has been attacking not only the political opposition, but also his own people. That is why we got governors in jail and ministers, and also people from the security services. To say something bad to him, well, it's a challenge.
Do your sources indicate that that they had specific intelligence about President Zelensky, intelligence that would lead them to believe that Zelensky would flee instead of standing and fighting as he has done?
Yeah, something like that. They believed that Zelensky would be afraid to respond with force to the Russian invasion, and they believed that the whole bureaucracy of Ukraine would collapse immediately. That is why the airstrikes were followed with the immediate attack of the troops, which doesn't make sense militarily speaking. But everybody, in the Russian bureaucracy, expected the Ukrainian military to collapse very quickly, which never happened.